Hey team, Joseph again. I'm going to show you something that you may have already figured out, but in case you haven't, I'm going to try to film this looking at my computer. This adjuster nut, as you can see right here, this adjuster nut has it's actually a slotted end on it. We call that a fishtail. When they machine that, when they build these, they leave this radius is to be seated perfectly up against this. It's designed to seat perfectly up against this center pin. So when you're adjusting this, when you're tightening this up and you start getting against this pin, if you'll press the brake just a little bit, just slightly press the brake while you're turning this, while you're tightening it, you'll feel it seat and come out, seat and come out. It's kind of walking itself in and out because it's seating against that, and then if you turn it a little further, it pushes itself away. So it'll seat, push away, seat, push away. It is critical that once you get this set and your brake free play where you want it, this needs to be in the seated position before you tighten this jam nut up against this. Which leads me to the next thing. These two nuts need to be turned separately. In other words, don't put your wrench on here and turn both of them at the same time either way, because you can damage the threads on this bolt doing that. You need to break this jam nut free from this one. Break this one free. That's why you have two 12mm wrenches. One wrench goes here, one wrench goes here. This wrench, you're holding steady or holding it still while you take this one and turn it in the counterclockwise position to loosen it and get it off of here, or get it away from this piece. Then you can move this free and this free. When you're snugging this up, again, press the brake just a little bit, just enough to give it a little tension, and you'll feel this walking on and off, on and off. It'll be seating and unseating. In the end, when you get it in the position, it should be seated. You can tell right here that this would go up against that pin and seat around that arc. Then you would run your jam nut up against it and lock it. Make sure when you run your jam nut up against this to snug it up against it, you're not turning this even further, because you'll walk it right back off again. Seat it, hold it steady with your wrench, lock this jam nut up against it. You don't have to tighten it real tight. You just need to push it up against it and snug it good.